What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back another video on the channel, and today we have got a nice little lineup. We got a couple of reviews, as well as I got in the mood for a sandwich. I've been doing a lot of different fast food ranking videos. We went to Firehouse Subs a couple of days ago, Five Guys yesterday, and I said, yo, why don't I just make myself my own sandwich? So I went to Walmart, got myself one of them dollar loaves, absolute W. Went to the deli, got myself some cold cuts, put together a nice little sandwich. We also have a bunch of reviews. This is not a review, but if you're new to the channel, you can already tell I've been repping pretty hard recently. These Jason Tatum chips have become a good luck charm. Every time I eat the Jason Tatum chips, if you don't know Jason Tatum, he's a player for the Boston Celtics, one of their best players. One of the best players in the league, got himself a nice line of Ruffles, and when I eat the chips, they went off. So before the game, I decided to just have a couple of chips, and Celtics won by like 20 some odd points. So we're just going to keep the tradition going. The J Tatum chips are here to stay. Also found these blueberry muffin Kit Kats inside of Walmart. I've been looking for these for a while, finally got a hold of them. And Stranger Things, if you're not a fan of the show, I am actually is collabing with a lot of different things at Walmart. I actually have a couple of other Stranger Things items I'm gonna be doing throughout the week, but the 3D Doritos, they actually put out the 3 cheese flavor. It's not the nacho cheese OG, but I think these should be better. They came out with 3D Doritos re-released, and they brought back the chili cheese as well as the ranch, and I needed the OG ones. Hopefully these are closer to them. But first to the sandwich. Let me take you through the process super quick. Dollar loaf. Took our dollar loaf, cut it in half, and then we put a little bit of olive oil. I used the spray. You can use regular olive oil, as well as some of this everyday Italian seasoning. Then I found these deli cold cuts. So we have some pepper turkey, some honey roasted ham, as well as some pepperoni, turkey pepperoni, which is a W. Layered those on the top, nice meaty giant layers, and then we put our Swiss cheese. Couldn't find provolone in the deli because, you know, it was closed, so they just had like the ones that they have in the spare bags already. Put that on top as well, and then we just put that back in the oven for another 5 minutes, 400 degrees, just to melt everything, get it nice and happy. Took that out. We have our, I was gonna do the TikTok grinder thing, you know, it's like going super viral, but I don't need any of that shit that's on there, so I can't. So we just went with some red pepper, hot pepper relish, which I really like. Put that on there. It's a sandwich topper. You see it already. Then we have our light mayo. Put on there, nice little layer, as well as some Skinny Girl. I use Skinny Girl seasoning dressings. They have super low calorie, 10 calories for the Italian. So we use the Italian, as well as one of the only sandwich toppings I seem to overuse, which is banana peppers. Put the banana peppers down, closed our sandwich up, and that is what we have. Let me cut this bad boy up and get a bite real quick. The Kit Kats will be at the end of the video. One of my rules, if you could please just bookmark it, because I always forget. Y'all are such MVPs with that. But I'm gonna break this damn thing. Nice toasted bread. You got a toasted bread. I don't know if that's a Jersey thing or what. Break for me. There we go. But look at this nice cross section of that sandwich right there. Oh, this looks so good. Got the Kit Kats, got the Stranger Things, got my J Tatums. We just got W's all around today. But I'm ready for this. I can't wait to bite this damn thing. I've been thinking about sandwiches all day. That literally tastes like one of my favorite sandwiches of all time from a pizzeria called Rose's Pizza that I get. I've done it twice on this channel. A sandwich very similar. Oh man. This is a spot. And the drip. I got the drip. So I always got to keep towel tissues next to you. Alright, let's get these chips going now. Can't have a sandwich without chips. One of my things. Stranger Things. Collab with Doritos. I can't wait for this final season coming. We got 3 cheese, 3D Doritos. One of my favorite types of Doritos. We'll do a Dorito ranking soon. I just couldn't get to the tier maker to actually make it, but these smell a lot more like the OG. They just needed to come out with these quicker. 3D, no, that's not the one. That's the one. 3D Doritos for me are just, I don't know if it's a childhood thing, but this is from childhood. I just love these. Much closer to the OG. Doesn't have that nacho cheese, but you do chase different kinds of cheese in here. I don't know what it is about 3D Doritos, but for me they just hit different. Stop eating them. You shouldn't have to ask me, but these are a massive W. There we go. You already knew that. Oh wait! Oh, that's fine. Who gives a shit? Okay, we'll just move that out of the way. I had Darth holding this up, right? Kit Kats will be at the end. And of course, You know I had to have a Jake Tatum's. Flamin' Hot Barbecue. These are quickly moving up the ranks of some of my favorite chips. It helps that you put Jason Tatum on there, but they got the LeBrons, they got the ADs, Anthony Davis, and they got the Jake Tatum's. Rankings, people have been asked about this a lot. 1, Jake Tatum. No, it's not because of the player, because these are just better to me. I just like the sweet barbecue. I just think they're a W. The Jake Tatum's, the ADs are second, and surprisingly the LeBrons are third. And if you watch my original review on the LeBron chips, I actually say in it, I can't believe they gave him the worst chip because he's the best player. But we move. Give me back in the same. I swear, Toretto. Toretto. No, man. Did y'all hear that? Yo, this sandwich. If you like lettuce and all that stuff, just mix all that in the lettuce and the other stuff. I don't. This thing is a massive W. That's so good. The thing that really makes it good for me is that Italian dressing. It gives that oil and vinegar taste without using the oil. You know, try and keep my calories down. Alright, come here. And the Jake Tatum. Should we? We should, right? We should. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Open this up. You don't do this to your sandwiches. I still like you. I question it. Yeah, I got a little mash right here. Now that's a sandwich. You can call me biased. Doritos are way better than lettuce on a sandwich. And I know a lot of y'all like lettuce. And one of the things I live by, and with these ranking videos has kind of been, what's the word? A lot more prevalent, a lot more often. I won't yuck someone else's yum. What that means is, if you like something, I'm not going to think less of you or think you're weird because you like it or because I don't. I know a lot of people think I'm crazy when I do some of the rankings and they're like, yo, I can't believe you put this here, that there. I feel you. I really do. But I can only go with my taste buds. There were a lot of people that were like going to bat for Whataburger specifically. Now, I didn't say Whataburger was bad. What I said was, I put it in the who category because I only ate it once. And when I ate it, I was on spring break in Texas, South Padre. I don't know how old some of y'all are, but I'm not going to go into details, but if you've been on spring break and you've been to college, you know, you might not be all there. So I wasn't. And I got it right when we were about to leave. It is true. I won't go into crazy details because that's not this kind of party, but we went to South Padre for a week, spring break. Everybody does it in college, you know, it's like a rite of passage. You gotta go at least once. I might have went 3 or 4 times, but that's a whole different story. We were down there having fun all week. And I kept seeing that W. You know I like W's because it's a W. But I was like, what is Whataburger? You know, we met some people from Texas and all over in the South while we were down there. And everybody's like, oh, you gotta try it. Whataburger is so great, so great. And I'm a foodie. Like, I've never had a chance to get it, which I haven't. So, the last night, into the afternoon, the next afternoons when we left, I was out. I was out all night. I didn't get, like, much sleep. Not this, shut up. Just, you know, I'm not going into that, stop. But I didn't get much sleep. And I'm not joking. I fell asleep when the sun rose. I woke up, it was about 11:30, and I'm getting like 10 missed calls where my phone from, like my crew, my friends, just blowing my phone up. Like, yo, where you at? Where you at? I didn't get text messages. Finally, I answered. And these boys are like, yo, where are you? But we trying to leave. So I'm like, oh, yo. So I get up, get my stuff real quick. And before we hit the road, we're driving back to Iowa. Now, South Padre, if you don't know where it is in Texas, it is literally like, South Padre is the last place before Mexico. Like, it's right on the bottom, like the straight bottom. So, we're driving back to Iowa. It's a 24-hour drive almost. It was like a whole day. Like, I think it was 20 hours. I'm not sure, but something like that. So before we left, I'm like, yo, you want to get something to eat? I was like, yo, let's check out Whataburger. Now, mind you, I wasn't feeling the best because I was out all night. You know, adult beverages. And I figured it would help with the adult beverage aftermath, if you will. So, you go to Whataburger and get myself like a number one. It's just a burger, nothing crazy. Burger and fries. Actually, I got 2 burgers and 2 fries. You know I'm fat, but burger and fries. I remember it being okay. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was just kind of mid. But the lasting impression was we got, like, to Oklahoma. And we're going straight north. 35 north, all the way. And my stomach got the rumbling. You know, the rumbles, the bubble guts. We had to stop at a restaurant. I was in there for about 30 to 45 minutes. That's my lasting impression of Whataburger. I don't really remember. I remember being okay. Some people say Whataburger slaps, and I'm not going to hate on you. I had InNOut one time. I thought it was okay. This is probably an unpopular opinion. And again, I'm older now. I have to start spinning back to some of these places. Between you and me, we all family here. I don't know why I'm looking around, because ain't nobody here but me and y'all. But InNOut, it's a little overrated. I don't know. I went to InNOut. My first spring break, actually. Same idea. I just remember having to try InNOut because everybody, oh, you have to try it. InNOut's the best. And, you know, there were people from Cali. I was in Austin. I forgot where the InNOut was. I want to say maybe it was in Dallas, but we was out in Austin for South by Southwest. If y'all know what that is, it's like this indie music movie festival. Kind of dope. I like stuff like that. You know, I don't mind like the live bands and, you know, movie shit. It was cool. Cool little thing. I met some people from Cali, and they were like, yo, you gotta try InNOut. Now, I had heard about it, but I'd never seen one. So, we drove pretty good distance. Everything in Texas is 9 years away. And we went. And I ordered like a double, some fries, whatever. And it was all telling me what to order. Now, mind you, I have to say this is a disclaimer. All you InNOut people who defend it to the death, I'm not mad at y'all. I'm just giving you my point. I don't eat pickles. Animal sauce. Can't eat it. And I know it's kind of like their thing. So maybe I'm missing out. But I thought it was a good burger. It was good. For a fast food chain, it was good. But where they lost me, these Californians, right? They're from like San Diego. They said InNOut was better than Five Guys. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Right there. Nope. It's not. Five Guys is better to me. And from what people tell me, I've only had Five Guys in this area, you know, the New York City area. Like anywhere around New York City. I live about 10, 15 miles. It's like 11 outside of New York City. What people tell me is the Five Guys around here are the best. That's what they say. I don't know. But Five Guys here, the Five Guys I've had here, is way better than InNOut and way better than Whataburger. Sorry. To me, why am I? Give me the J. Tatum's, bro. To me, the Texas, the best stuff I had in Texas, the barbecue was lit. Like, so good. I remember there was this place outside of Austin. It was called the Salt Lick. And it had like a big ass pit, like a smoke pit, like a fire pit, like in the middle, and it was just meat. Like just mad, like, you know, briskets and sausage. And Texas, the brisket's crazy. So, I remember I spent like so much money there, and I was a college kid. I didn't really have bread like that, but I don't care. I'm fat. That's what we do. That was really good. The barbecue down there is crazy. And another place I remember was a burrito place. This was in Austin as well. Austin had really good food. Like, really good. It was, I think it's a chain though. There weren't that many back then, but I looked recently, there's a bunch of them. It was called Freebirds. And they got like 4 or 5 sizes of burrito. Like, I remember I said, can I get a burrito? I was used to just like Chipotle. And there's a place in Iowa that's still one of my favorite burrito places ever. I'll get into that in a second, but I'm gonna say, can I get a burrito? Like a steak burrito? And the person looked at me and was like, which size? And pointed. And it was like, it went up to like mega giant something. I said, give me that. I said, give me the big one. Pause. The burrito was like this big, bro. I swear, it was like the size of this tray. It was huge. It was like $18. And you could get like 20 different kinds of meat on it. You could ask for anything and they just put it in there. And it was like, you know how Chipotle, they'd be like stingy? You know, you go like, can I get some chicken? And they give you like a little funny scoop. Not there. I remember I said, can I get some steak? And he pulled out like like a shovel. And he was like, you see one more meat? I said, yeah, load me up. What else you got? I said, put them all on there. He put them all on there. I got rice, beans, refried beans. Like mad, the thing was like this high. And they didn't even care, bro. They was happy about it. And he was like, oh, this is going to be fun. And big ass burrito, he rolled it. And gave me in the tinfoil. It was like this big. That was a dub. It was called Freebirds. If you live in Texas, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you gotta get over there. Texas food was lit. Of the states I've visited, and I've visited a very decent amount, I think I've had the best time and the best food. Texas is up there for time and food. Georgia was super lit too. Super lit. Went down to Atlanta. I have family lives near Savannah. So I've been to like the Atlanta area, Savannah, Jacksonville, which is Florida. But the funny part is if you fly where I was going, which is like southeast Georgia, we flew in Jacksonville because it's closer than flying into Atlanta. So I went to this place in Georgia. It was in the middle of nowhere. It was like on the water, bro. And there's like an island. What the hell is the island called? Sapelo. Sapelo Island is the island it's called. They got like their own like people. They're called the Gullah people. It's super. I've been there. It's like really cool. Anyway, there was like a seafood place right on the water. Some of the best seafood I ever had. It was called the Buccaneer. And they were just pulling shit out of the ocean and putting it on your plate, bro. It was so good. But believe it or not, I've said this on this channel a billion times. Now this might be nostalgia for me because I've had a lot of food since then. My favorite burrito I have ever eaten in my life was in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Cedar Falls, Iowa. For those who don't know, when we talk about this, but that's the school I went to. It's in Cedar Falls, Iowa. It's called the University of Northern Iowa. That is, I am an alumni. I played ball there, whatever. I remember when I got there, I was hanging out with all the linebackers. That's the position I played. And, you know, kind of like introduced myself. We went out and partied like as a group. And they said, yo, you want burritos? Now, the only place back then was like Chipotle. And there really wasn't many. I said, I got a Chipotle here? I said, no. I said, we can go to Pablo's. That was the name of the place. Pablo's Mexican Grill. Till this day, I've never been so in love with burritos in my life. First time I went there, it was like 1 in the morning. I was adult beverages. There's a recurring theme in college. And I remember I ordered a burrito and people were like, oh, no one finishes these. Because they were like 3 pounds. They were big. I said, hold my beer. Like literally, hold my, hold my beer. I ate them. Like nothing. That's when I knew I was fat and I could eat. Because nobody else could finish theirs. But I was so in love with this place. I'm not exaggerating. You can ask anybody who went to school with me. You can ask my parents. You can ask anybody from that era. I went to Pablo's at least 3 times a week. Usually more. They had like 10 different kinds of salsa. They would do like seasonal burritos. Like, everything was like local, scratch made. Just massive W, this place. And they served it to you with some nacho chips. And another thing is salsa. And, you know, their quesadilla, everything was just so good. And I used to eat this shit all the time. And at one point, my coaches got mad at me. Because I didn't want the in-flight meal. We were flying to Texas for a game. I bought a burrito on the plane, bro. like we chartered planes, so we didn't go through like normal, you know, they checked our stuff, but it was like off to the side. We didn't go through like the, you know, like the baggage and all that stuff. And I had my carry-on. You know, you're only really going, when you go like fly for away games, if the game's on Friday, you fly out like Thursday morning, and you stay one night, and after the game, like, you chill for a little bit, they feed you, and you hop back on the plane and you go home. So, if we played a game on Friday, we were back by Friday night, like late night. But we get back like midnight, whatever. Sometimes later, doesn't matter. But the night before, when you flew out, they would give you like all this little stupid stuff on the plane. Like peanut, I want no peanuts. You know, I'm trying to get you a meal. So, I have my carry-on bag. The lady was checking my bag. She pulled out. She said, what is this? I was like, it's a burrito. She was like, is it good? I said, hell yeah, you want some? She didn't take none, but we got on the plane and started handing out peanuts. You know, giving out Gatorade, all that stuff. I said, boom. They was like, yo, who the fuck? Everybody was mad. The whole plane smelled like salsa. Ask me if I care. Anybody who came to visit me, my friends, they all drove out for homecoming one year. I said, we'll be in. I said, we're going to Pablo's. My parents, they would come out. My parents came out a lot. Like, I probably see my parents made like 2 or 3 games a year, which they're from Jersey, bro. Like, for me, I was like, yo, that's crazy. They came out to see me. They would always come for like homecoming, you know, like in the playoffs, they would be there. So, they always wanted to go to Pablo's too. I remember one Christmas, they gave me a $100 Pablo's gift card. That was the best gift I ever got. I was just swapped buying 2 burritos at a time. By the time I was a senior, bro, I was eating a burrito and a giant quesadilla at once. They're big. But that place was such a W. They also had this like New Orleans like Cajun type of restaurant in Iowa. What was it called? Well, it was called Bourbon Street. And I used to have these little honey butter biscuits, bro. I'm telling you all about my old food days, but. And this is not a joke. When I went on my recruiting trip, they took us to Bourbon Street. That was important to me. And I was sitting there, this is a true story. Recruiting visits, you get 5 when you're in high school. So, you get 5 official visits, they fly you out, show you campus, you meet the coaches, you meet some of the players host you, they take you around campus, whatever. And they'll usually take you to like a dinner where all the recruits are there too. I remember it was me and this kid from Akron, Ohio. Sitting next to each other. And no, he was from Pittsburgh. He wanted to go, he was a transfer from Akron, that's what it was. I couldn't think about it. Anyway. They sat down, they had these honey butter biscuits, and I had them at the campus, I met the coaches, we had one out, like the people, my teammates were cool. And they gave me these honey butter biscuits. This is how bad I am. So, gave me a whole thing of honey butter, I keep saying it. They were like, almost like cornbread, but like a biscuit, oh. I had honey butter. So I'm eating the biscuit, I'm looking around. I swear to you, 100% true. The defensive coordinator was sitting right across from me. Allegedly, I was their #1 recruit. They say that shit to everybody. But the defensive coordinator literally was with me the entire time. And I liked him. He was a cool dude. So he's sitting there. And he looked at me. And I'm eating this biscuit. And he's like, he looked at me with this grin on his face. And he's like, what are you thinking? And I'm like, I think I'm coming here. He was like, you serious? I'm like, I get these biscuits? He called the coach, like the head coach, who was like on his way, like literally like en route. Called him and said, hey coach, somebody wants to talk to you. And I picked up and said, hey, what's up? I said, coach, I'm here, I'm committed. Where did I sign? It was the biscuits that put me over the edge. I am not making that up. How can you make that up? I also tried alligator for the first time there too at this Bourbon Street place. I had jambalaya, alligator. They have fried alligator bites, like chicken nuggets, but they were alligator. Wasn't bad. And I just thought this place was cool as hell, these biscuits. I went to that place a lot after that. They had a club on top of it called Voodoo Lounge. You should go there too. It's a whole different story. But when in doubt, when you're looking for a destination, a prospective college students, if you're watching, go with the food. Yeah. Maybe talk about all this other stuff, like what the academics program. Look, F all that, okay? What the food look like? No? Maybe it's just me. No. In all seriousness, when you're looking for a college, go with an idea of the things that you're looking for before you go there. I can't tell you what that is. As an athlete, obviously it was the football program. I wanted to make sure I got along with my coaches. The facilities. I will not sit here and bullshit anybody. The academic aspect was the last thing on my mind. It wasn't. I remember, as a 16-year-old, on recruiting visits, there were a few things I wanted to know. Are you good? Number one. Like, do you win? Like, if you don't win, I'm not going there. There was a lot of, like, school, I was like, nah. I won't say the names, but they was like, oh, they're like, yeah, we're 0-12, but I was like, no, please, I don't want to lose it. Are you winning? Are your uniforms nice? This is my actual thought process at 16. It'd probably be different now. Are your uniforms nice? How's the stadium, the facilities, the locker room? Is it dope? What kind of defense I play defense. What kind of defense do you run? And lastly, what are the women like on campus? Are they pretty? And that's what I'm giving you full disclosure as a 16-year-old what the hell I was thinking. Not that it's good or bad. This is what it was. And when I got to campus, there's some pretty girls. Of course, they always get you pretty girls show around. They do. No, but I have to say, with those decisions and my instincts, I made the right decision. I do not regret that decision at all. We had a great team. I love my teammates. I love my coaches. I even like the campus. I like the school. I don't regret it one bit. So, no, if you're like going for academics and stuff, just do your homework. Don't just pick school because it sounds cool. Like, I want to go to USC. Like, what are you doing there? You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, because a lot of people I know that went to school, I graduated with, they would want to go to these prestigious type of schools. You know, they want to go to Princeton, or some people went out to Penn State or whatever. They all came home, bro, because they wasn't having fun. Like, make sure it's popping. Anyway, let me try these Kit Kats. Got that all cleaned up. I have been looking for these for forever. Finally found them in Walmart, and I went to Walmart originally because I was looking for the new Frosted Flakes. There's 2 of them, and it said they had them on the website, but they didn't have them when I got there, and I was about to leave, and I was mad. Right near the cash register where I was about to walk out to checking out a couple of things, I saw these, and I was so happy. So we have got the Blueberry Muffin Kit Kats. I have so high hopes for these. One of my adages, one of my rules that I have said, oh no, not the fat fingers. Yep, it's coming. How you guys doing? Yep, we're not gonna open this shit either. It says to open, lift flap, and tear it in. Bullshit. Why are my fingers so fat, bro? There we go. Okay, I didn't cut into it. Okay, we go. Oh, man. One of my adages, though, is that you cannot mess up a Kit Kat. I usually say with the F word, but I'm not gonna curse. I'm trying not to. So, oh, that smells good. Nice color to them. Look at this. I wish you had smell-o-vision. This smells just like a blueberry muffin. Wow. Ugh. Am I going to be a Neanderthal and eat these 2 at a time? You bet I am. I don't give a shit. Damn. Kit Kat is just, they just do it right. That taste is spot on. It is definitely blueberry, but you get like the muffin kind of like vibe to it. Man, like it tastes like this, bro. That is not cat, that is good. Oh man, I should have bought like 9 of these. The taste is not artificial. I'm fucking drooling. The taste is not artificial at all. The taste is spot on. These are the closest thing to blueberry pie Oreos that I've had in a very long time, and you can see by this stupid ass smile on my face. I am excited. Listen, if you're a fan of like blueberry stuff, you like the blueberry pie Oreos, these I'm eating these. Screw that. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Come on, fat fingers. These. Chef's kiss. 2 thumbs up. I love them. Oh, these are fantastic. Man, I only bought 2. I knew I was gonna be like, I was gonna buy 2. I should have like 9 of these. Okay, yeah. Man, no. Perfect. You can't get better with this than this with like a snack, a Kit Kat, whatever. I'm a huge fan. Huge. Can you tell? What do you think I'm gonna say? I have nothing, there's nothing wrong with these, nothing. Kit Kat already is a top 3 snack bar. Okay? And you can put blueberry muffin, which I love blueberry stuff, including blueberry muffins, in a Kit Kat. If I give that 9 W's, I would. 10, 11, 12 out of 10, whatever. Perfect. I love them. Give me, if you near them, send them to me. You don't want them? I got this. Those are W's. Doritos were a W. J. Tatum's were a W. Celtics got the W. Y'all can't talk crap today. And the sandwich was a W. W mule all around. Thank you guys again so much. The support right recently has been insane. Insane. So, if you're watching this far, I can't believe you watched all this, but y'all are just amazing. Let's keep this rolling, man. Like, I'm having a good time, and I'm glad you are too. I want more Kit Kats. I'm so mad I should have got more. It is what it is, but we will be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.